My child, stop right now, before you keep scrolling, before you ignore this instant, before you tell yourself you'll watch this later, that you'll come back, that now is not the time. Take a deep breath. Slow down your thoughts. Silence the internal noise for a few seconds. There are messages that can wait. There are warnings that can be postponed. But this word is not one of them. This message did not reach you by accident, nor by distraction, nor by coincidence of the algorithm. It reached you because there is something that needs to be realized now, not later. Heaven is trying to get your attention before you take one more step in the wrong direction. And the most dangerous part is that this direction looks normal, it looks manageable, it looks just a little bit more. Perhaps you think there is still time, that you can fix this later, that you can push it off a little longer, that no one is seeing, that it is not that serious. But within you there is a restlessness that won't go away, a silent discomfort, a subtle warning that returns when everything is quiet, a slight heaviness in your chest, a feeling that is hard to explain. And no, this is not weakness. It is not drama. It is not all in your head. It is discernment. It is your spirit perceiving something that your mind is still trying to justify, rationalize, or deny. I am speaking to you now, not because you failed too much, not because you went too far, but because you are too close to ignoring something important. I don't want to scare you. I want to protect you. You have been carrying signs for some time. Small alerts, repeated situations, conversations that stall halfway, doors that won't open, a fatigue that is not just physical, it is an exhaustion that steals your joy, your patience, your hope, and even your desire to pray. You smile on the outside, but inside you're trying to hold yourself together with what is left, and yet you keep saying, I'll look at this later, when I have time, when I solve other things, when I am better. But some things don't wait for you to be better. Some things get worse precisely because you wait. I tried to get your attention in the silence. I tried to speak to you in the rest. I tried to warn you in the calm. But now I need to be clear. The path you are maintaining is not sustainable. The pace you have accepted is draining your life. The decisions you have been postponing are piling up, and your heart is crying out for help before something breaks. This is not condemnation. It is care. God does not warn to punish. He warns to deliver. Before something is truly lost, before a relationship wears down beyond repair, before a wrong choice becomes a pattern, before you get used to a lower level of life than the one you were called to. Because the danger is not just falling. The danger is falling slowly and calling it routine. It is living on the edge and calling it a phase. It is bleeding inside and calling it maturity. It is enduring the unbearable and calling it strength. If you keep pretending that everything is okay, you will normalize what is hurting you. You will call what is draining you routine. You will call what is merely survival strength. And you will lose the sensitivity to realize when I am delivering you. Perhaps you are tired of hearing alerts. Perhaps you think, everyone says that. Perhaps you think it is just another video, another phrase, another impactful message. But if this word reached you now, it is because there is an open window, a point of return, a place of correction before the consequences become your harshest teacher. There are decisions that, when made early, cost little, but when made late, they cost dearly. And sometimes the price is not money. It is peace. It is health. It is time with loved ones. It is the joy you can no longer find. Watch before it is too late. Not because time has run out, but because the right time is now. I can still adjust. I can still redirect. I can still restore. But you need to stop ignoring what I am showing you. There is something God has been asking you to release. A habit, a connection, an emotional pattern, a hidden addiction, a repetition you call a way, but which is actually a discrete prison, an attachment that seemed small at first, but grew because you fed it with excuses. And the more you push it back, the heavier it gets. The alert is not about fear. It is about priority. It is about stopping the postponement of what is silently stealing your life. What you have been postponing will not disappear on its own. What you have been tolerating is shaping you. What you have been allowing is influencing your future. And what you call just for now is becoming your standard. This is the point where many close the video, because facing this requires courage. It requires honesty. It requires admitting, I need to change. And pride hates that. Distraction hates that. Rush hates that. But if you are still here, it is because something within you knows. God is reaching out to save you from a harder path. Because there is an adjustment that needs to happen now, while it is still simple, while it is still light, while you can still fix it without breaking, while there is still time to ask for forgiveness before the heart hardens, while there is still time to turn back before the door closes. I am not asking you for perfection. I am asking you for attention. I am not demanding haste. I am asking for decision, because a decision today prevents pain tomorrow. Perhaps it is time to slow down before your body forces a stop. Perhaps it is time to end something before it becomes a wound. Perhaps it is time to cut an influence before it becomes a dependency. Perhaps it is time to set boundaries before you get lost trying to please everyone. Perhaps it is time to return praying sincerely, not with ready-made phrases, because God does not answer performance. God answers surrender. When God alerts early, it is mercy. When God insists, it is love. When God interrupts, it is deliverance. I am trying to spare you from a harder path. I am calling you before the weariness turns into a break, before the warning turns into a consequence, before you learn by weight what you could learn by wisdom. And here's the truth that changes everything. There is still time. There is still grace. There is still room to correct. There is still favor available. But ignoring this moment is choosing to learn the hard way later. If you listen to me now, I will guide you with lightness. If you insist on ignoring, you will learn by weight. And I prefer to guide you than see you break. It is not a threat. It is a principle. God always warns beforehand, always signals beforehand, always calls beforehand, because he loves you too much to let you get lost in silence. Stop, breathe, look with honesty. What needs to change now? What have you been pushing back? And I keep bringing back, this video is not about guilt. It is about choice. And choices made at the right time prevent unnecessary pain. If this spoke to you, do not ignore it. Adjust, release, redirect. It is still early enough to change everything. If you are ready to stop postponing what is stealing your life, if you are ready to act now, type ACT now in the comments. It is not a request. It is a declaration that the season of waiting is over. Declare it and move forward. I am with you, but I cannot choose for you. The next step defines the next chapter. And I want to see you alive, whole. Stay here for one more instant. Breathe one more time. Let this word settle. And every time you feel the urge to postpone what is important, remember, listening at the right time is protection. Attention is still time. Decision is still grace. And you heard it before it was too late.